91 yards on the kick return. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. So now after the opening kickoff is brought back, the offense is going to take the field for the first time, but it'll be for a two-point conversion. And he will dive into the end zone, and the two-point conversion is successful. And you talk about coming out and making a statement. Not only do you return the thing to the house, you go for two and get it.
And how about how the rules have changed starting with the 2015 season where you could go for two from the 2-yard line instead of kicking it from the 15? We thought that would promote more aggressiveness. We saw it right there.
Maybe a free play now for Roethlisberger. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Roethlisberger will hand to Connor.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Partner, it's often the man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. The game, and he takes this one in for a Brown score. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown.
All right, partner, one more time. Our whole lives, you put the ball on the 3-yard line, kick the extra point. 2015, they put it on the 15 to kick the extra point. 2016, they said, we're leaving it there. So if you want to fake it, that's a long way to go. And they got it done.
I was going to say they had a 15-yard play in their back pocket.
You don't see that on too many play sheets, do you?
No. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Up to make the tackle, Phillip Gaines. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. On 1st and 10 is Connor. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic Abandon the playbook.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Here's Roethlisberger. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. James Washington, 37 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. Heading out as a Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But, you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now a play fake here on first down. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps them pick up the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. On to the 2nd from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Now a handoff looking right. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Terrell Edmonds comes flying in from safety for the sack. Being chased out left. The Browns are in. Touchdown. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15... the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And yes, complete to the tight end McDonald. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. Roethlisberger coming up with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. James Conner, 54 yards, as they're now just an extra point away from getting back within one score. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll go down at the 2-yard line. What a disaster there.
Only able to get it to the 2-yard line on his return. Not going to make a lot of friends on your team when you only get it that far.
The Browns drive about to get started. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. Sheds off the tackle. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
Here we go.
Sometimes you get just a little over-eager defensively when you've got people backed up, because the mentality is to attack, take the ball away, or at worst, just keep them backed up there for your own offense. They actually used their aggressiveness against them on that one and hit them big.
Absolutely. Had him pinned on the 2. Not anymore. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Browns are able to strike quickly. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again. And you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo. Didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it.
And it's a fumble.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they're going to have a 3rd down. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. Pretty good location there on that throw.
It really was, wasn't it? That was likely one where the receiver was either going to catch it or no one. Really?
Now the ball comes loose. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
Well, that was a simple throw. And
he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air, because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.